Q&A. I'm going to ask some questions, then the audience is going to get the chance to ask some questions. Come on, don't be shy. Everyone's always so shy to come up. Lots of people. I love it. Here, I'm going to stand on the end. You guys take the middle section. Oh, you're back. I am. All right. Last one. So first, let's just start with introductions. Your name and what film you were involved in, and how you were involved in it.
I'm Laura, and I was costume designer for Paint Your Life Away.
My name is Mila Shaw, and I created Little Things.
My name is Marcus. I was production designer on Paint Your Life Away.
My name is Brandon. I was the director on Paint Your Life Away.
My name is Ed, and I was the director for Tim's Encounter.
I'm George, and I was a producer for Star Trek Wars.
Hi, I'm Joshua. I wrote and directed Star Trek Wars.
Hi, I'm Megan. I was costume assistant and extra for Star Trek Wars.
I'm Johnny. I was George Lucas in Star Trek Wars.
Hi, I'm Delano Jerome, and I was an actor on Star Trek Wars.
Hi, I'm Stefan Petrenko, and I played Luke in Star Trek Wars.
Like Star Trek Wars, representing. So, question for the filmmakers. What are some of the challenges, since you are students, this is the CSULB block, of making films? No, you start.
Okay. Well, I think it's really amazing how many great films there were. Those are all spectacular. I look at them and I think, wow, how did they do those? How did they make them look so good? I think every production is different. In our case, one of the biggest but also the most exciting challenges is getting so many people involved who have different skill sets, who have different areas of expertise. And so what you find in low budget filmmaking or student filmmaking is you got to go out and you got to go rally the troops. And you got to go, and that's the most fun part, because you meet all these people. All these people standing next to me. Many of them I hadn't met before. So now we're all friends.
I think one of the hardest things is just getting along with people. Like, that's a really tough thing. I mean, there's a lot of communication that goes on in your filmmaking, and I think that's very important, just making sure everything is clear.
I guess one of the hardest things is finding the time to put in as much work as you really want to, because there's other things, with class and everything. You want to put like your best foot forward, and it's just time management, and just the different types of people you work with, all the different skill sets. Everyone's got they've got great enthusiasm, thankfully. So that's kind of what makes it possible.
Main challenge for us was shooting outside without permits. So making sure the cops didn't catch us was our main thing.
There's so many people. This is so great. Now, you all are students, and I was personally just blown away by the production value and just the quality, not only of the stories, but just of the films as a whole. So my question, where did you guys get funding, and what sort of equipment did you use? Where did you find that?
Funding was self-funded, but I actually got all the equipment from friends. Everyone just kind of had their stuff, so it's kind of easy, actually.
Well, a lot of us here are through Cal State Long Beach. They have an excellent film program. They give us access to a full equipment room, and the Hollywood Film Association gives us a generous foreign press. Gives us a generous grant for every director who wants to shoot their film for their senior year. So that, along with rentals and other stuff like that, outside source funding, Indiegogo is also another good asset.
I actually want to give a lot of credit to Josh because I don't think he'd do this himself. He is the master of getting things for free. We actually call him the Asian Jew. He is that good. We actually got a free soundstage for 2 days donated by Thunder Studios, who partnered with us. And I mean, Josh was he's great with building relationships with people and actually getting them to give us stuff for free. And I mean, he's the master at that. So I just wanted to give him that credit before he goes and says his thing.
Yes, thank you, George. Yes, not revealing at all. We also generously received equipment. We were able to borrow equipment from our film department, but our camera specifically, I want to point out our behind-the-scenes guy and master of everything that goes on, Kevin Tran. See, he's still at work. We still have him, and he in the past, he had won an award himself, and his prize was a red camera, a red Epic for a week, and so we cashed in on that. So we got that for free. Otherwise, funding for the film came from a lot of friends, some family, but really when you're crowdfunding, we used Kickstarter 2 times before and after the production. Really, it's just a matter of getting it out there and trying to find topics that people respond to. Yeah, and trying to make it as rewarding for them as possible. So thank you to all of our contributors.
Okay, now for those of you that are actors and crew that were involved in the film, what was it like working with students, and have you had that opportunity before, and what did you learn on set?
Well, personally, I found that when you work with student directors or directors who used to be students, it's really enlightening on how other people are doing in the business, considering that I'm also starting out myself, and it's really nice to see that other people are putting in as much effort as I am. And I really like the turnout of our film, which was Star Trek Wars again. And the turnout of other films here, I really was proud and surprised, and heck, I thought it was great. I came here expecting nothing like always, and I'm happy to see that people are doing amazing. So, on to you.
I think Josh had a really good style, a simplistic style. Yet he was hands-on. I think he understands that we're in a culture of learning how to be actors and how to be professionals. I think Josh and George, I think they did a really good job of catering to what we needed and how to get the most out of the production. The production value was really good.
It's my first student film. I worked previously with Marty McDonough, and he's real big on improvisation. And what do you think your character would say? And so I sort of brought some of that to Josh. He's like, no, it's on the page. Just read the words, Johnny. Just right here. Yeah, I wrote that for you.
It was my first time working on a student project of a much larger scale. I did a lot more smaller ones. So it was really cool because Josh and George were really great because it was like sink or swim, and because of them, I swam, so.
Is that it? All right.
They're great.
I don't want to force anybody to talk. No, we're just excited everyone's here. Let's open it up to the audience. Do we have any questions? Yes, eager question. What's up?
Yeah, it's Mila or Mila?
Mila, yeah.
Mila. Quick question. The stories that you came up with, first off, I thought they were hilarious.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it was wonderful. It was really entertaining. Were the stories from personal experiences or a mixture?
Yeah, some of them are based off of things that have happened, and that's my best friend in the show. So between me and her, we've known each other since kindergarten, and so we've accumulated a lot of stories. So we have stories for days, and those were just a few of them. But yeah, like we kind of took a little like bits from our lives and put it together in like a fictional kind of way. But yeah, some of them, I won't say which ones, but yeah, some of them are based in reality. Yeah.
Another question? I saw a couple other hands up. Yes.
Camila, where can we find more of your work?
Well, there is none. And as far as this series goes, it's not on the web at the moment because we're just kind of doing festivals right now. But yeah, I don't know. One day it'll get out there. I don't know. I mean, we're on Twitter, and I think that's the best way to follow us. It's not really my name on Twitter. It's Mila Pajamas, and so that's pretty cool. And Ashley is the Vulcan salute. We're really cool. Trust us. Yeah, he gets it. Joshua gets it. Yeah, so yeah, you can stay tuned on there.
Yes.
What inspired the story behind Painting My Life Away?
It's really just a story about a girl painting and then she gets old. No. I feel like a lot of the moments you spend in life just go by really quick, and I feel like as you get older, it just goes by quicker and quicker. So I just kind of wanted to embody something like that in more visual form, if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
I have more questions, so if you guys don't know, I got plenty.
For Josh, were you licensed by Disney or Lucasfilms or anything like that, or how'd that work?
Nope. They love us, right? Boy, we sure are promoting their brands, aren't we? Wow. What a nice thing we did. Spend all that money and time and just helping them out. No, I mean, we're a parody film, so we are commentating on existing properties. It's not something that we're going to go out and make $1 million on or $1 on. But no, I think when you're dealing with existing properties or you're in that realm, you just have to do your homework and make sure you're, following parody law and just making sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, because it's a gray area for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to add, Disney's really good about fan films too. They've just flat out said that they're not going to come out after any Star Wars fan films. So they're a lot better than a lot of other production companies when it comes to that. Yeah.
Thank you, Disney. A lot of young people in the room, and obviously it's very exciting to be here at the Fest and a lot of opportunities to network and meet people. What are some of your goals in the future? Obviously, I'm guessing everyone here wants to be in the industry full time. So, what are the plans?
Well, I moved here about 2 years ago. Actually, this September will be 2 years. My goals are essentially to just keep on acting and keep on building up a resume and just do as much as possible to show that I'm able to carry on a full feature-length film, and because that's a very big responsibility that a lot of people don't get, and that's kind of my goal, if any other.
Basically, just to start to network and just to figure out how to maximize my potential and just work. 90%. One of the a couple of CSULB alum who are casting in the casting business said that it's 90% work, 10% fun. So I think if I come to Hollywood with that attitude, I think I can be successful.
I know you have a lot of experience. You can give us pearls of wisdom if you'd like.
Well, I'm here to support Star Trek Wars and all the student films, but as of last weekend, we were an award-winning film. We won Best Short at Comic-Con Palm Springs. Now it's up in Canada. Next week, Portland. After that, back to Long Beach. It's entered in a number of festivals, and I just think that's great. It's my first starring role in a film, so I've been a little fish in a lot of big films, and this is my first big fish role, and happened to be a film that's a lot bigger and becoming a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I thought it would be internet only. I never thought we'd see it on the big screen, and now, a couple of times. So it's getting legs. It's just getting started. So I don't know how far this film's going to go. Maybe farther than the filmmakers thought. I don't. Maybe they envisioned the whole thing, but it's just a blast to be a part of it. It really is.
Well, after working on Star Trek Wars, I want to gain more experience with costume design and definitely write someday. So yeah.
Well, every film is its own adventure, and every time you learn something new. I would like to put something together for next year. Hopefully, the batteries are recharged, and we're gonna, go on a different type of adventure, perhaps. But also, I really want to continue to learn and to be involved in good storytelling, because to me that's the most important part. I'm just so impressed by films that I've seen here at the festival, and I think it's ever evolving. So I just really want to continue to learn, and it's kind of crazy to try to say, oh, I'm gonna make films for now. So, but I think it's great. I really want to continue making films.
Well, I'm actually doing law school right now at Chapman Law School, and I hope to get into entertainment law. So if Disney's legal team is watching and looking to sue us, don't do that, and instead hire me in 3 years. So.
Well, I guess my main goal is just to be successful, I guess, everyone else. But one of my, dreams is to work alongside Spielberg. So, working towards that.
I want to revolutionize mainstream media because I don't think it's right, but yeah, it's a work in progress.
I did production design on Paint Your Life Away, but my biggest aspiration is to direct. I have a film. I'm planning to shoot a film for the next year. But if that doesn't work out, hopefully there's enough nice people to hand out free Del Taco for us starving artists.
Oh, no, I'm
good. I like pass the hot potato. I have one more question, but I just want to open it up if anyone else in the audience has another question. No? Okay, so for the filmmakers, words of wisdom for somebody, maybe kids or high schoolers that are starting out, know they want to get into film. You guys have just kind of taken that huge first dive in undertaking productions like this. What would be your piece of advice for those people?
Well, to me, I really feel that storytelling is the core of great filmmaking, because there's a lot of multiple disciplines you can master, whether it's the writing, the music, or the visual, or the camera shots, everything. It doesn't mean anything until you write your script and you rewrite it and you make sure it's solid, and then it's not even about the money. So I would just try to make as much content as you can, improve. The first stuff you do is no good, and you just keep getting better, and eventually you get to a place where you can say, oh, okay, now we're going to invest more time, more energy into something. So, but if anything else, you got to just do it. You have to learn by doing, definitely.
No, I was going to say that, just do it. I mean, that's the important thing. There's so many really talented people out there, and they just, for whatever reason, they don't want to get started. I don't know if they're afraid of failure, they don't know how to, but equipment's cheap now. I mean, everyone's got a camera on their phones. Just start making content. And, you don't start somewhere. You never will.
I think Josh and George have a really good point where you definitely just need to keep doing it. I feel like every project I work on, I definitely learn something new. But definitely getting along with the people that you work with, making sure that you guys work together to definitely make something better. Because in the end, when you're making a student film or like an art film, nobody's doing it because you're getting paid to do it. Because, did you get paid, Marcus? No.
Still waiting.
So definitely rely on your team, and they pretty much got your back too, I think. Right?
Yeah, I got one thing. Be organized, I think, is the most important thing when you have no budget. Being organized and being aware of your time and picking the right crew, I think, is really important. That's it.
All right, well, let's give it up for these filmmakers one more time, right? We have more films tonight, so stick around, and the career fair is on Saturday, so I hope you guys all stop by and do some networking. So thanks so much, everybody.
I want to do
Not.